It's wash day, it's story time day, it's everything day, it's your love day, eres amado. Just know, we're gonna wash this. I'm gonna wash her with herbal essence. I like shampoo and conditioner that doesn't have sulfates. So they don't have sulfates. I love herbal essence. We're gonna wash her. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? Just kidding. If you know that reference, you're amazing. She's all moisturized. I'm gonna leave her like this for 20 minutes. Hi. So I look like Albert Einstein right now. Am I crooked or are you crooked? Products, you only need two. You need miel and you need fructose oil or shea butter, whatever you prefer. Story time is gonna be about Romans 8:28 and my living testimony of how all things do work together for the good of God to those according to his purpose and his will. We're gonna get a big chunk. Just gonna rub it through my hair. And you start from the roots and then you go up. We're told as human beings, as people that live in this world, that in order to be known, to be great, to be deemed as worthy, that you have to have money and status. But in the kingdom, it's the complete opposite. It's perseverance. It's things that make us feel weak. It's things that our weaknesses are used to be created into a strength. I say that all to say, we have a story time today. If y'all don't know, I do run track here at Texas Tech. I am in the Big 12 conference, which is a pretty big conference. We're gonna take this towel off, okay? When I came into college, you know, the dream is to go pro, to be in the Olympics, to do big things, to perform athletically the way that I knew that I could in high school. And coming into college, it was a whole different ballpark. It was a whole different, it's just different in college. And so the higher you go, the harder it gets, as it should. And so we are in my sophomore year of college. I had my last track meet of my sophomore year and I had to run a race, right? I'd run two races actually. It was our Big 12 conference, which is to qualify you to be able to go to run in bigger meets. So basically it got to the point of the season where if you run and you don't do well, your season's done. So I said, okay, Lord, I'm gonna go to conference. I got this, I wanna do well. Well, my times during the season weren't where they needed to be in order to be able to move to the next level, but I got the opportunity to run at the first meet that would help me to progress. So I knew that my season was gonna end, but I didn't have the expectation that I was gonna get dead booty last in my race. I had two races. I had to run the 100 and I had to run the 200. And I ran the 100 and I got dead booty last. And so I said, I'm not running the 200. I ran the 100, I am not running the 200. I got embarrassed in the 1, the same thing's gonna happen in the 200. You know that saying, have y'all heard that saying where they say, if you want to make Jesus laugh, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans for your life, right? I made the Lord laugh during that time because I was telling him, I'm not going to run this race. I'm not going to do this. This is not happening. It's annoying to lose in front of the face of others. I felt I put my worth in how I ran. And so that's why I felt that I shouldn't do it, because why would I embarrass myself in front of others? It's so embarrassing, which is opinion of a man, which I've grown through, God has grown me through. I'm running to lose. I'm running a race that I already know I'm gonna lose. That I already know that I don't have the upper hand, that I already know what the end result is like. And in that moment, the Lord was expressing to me that you're losing to the world, you're not losing in the kingdom. So I said, okay, Lord, even though I know the end result, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it my all with whatever God-given ability you've given me athletically, which is different for each person. I'm gonna do it. So I did. And I lost the second race, badly again. Right after my season ended, right after, maybe a week, I get an email talking about, hey, we need some girls that are from the Dallas area to shoot this commercial with us. Would you be interested? The commercial was for our conference, and so they told us that it was gonna be a big deal, but I couldn't tell anybody about it. So I'm like, it's May and the commercial wouldn't be broadcasted until July. I said, okay, I'll do it, thinking that it was something very mediocre, very minor. And so I go to Dallas a week after my season had ended, and I'm still sad, I'm still angry with the Lord. This opportunity was given. They needed each sport to be represented in our conference. They needed track to be represented, they needed football to be represented, they needed soccer to be represented, they needed equestrians to be represented. It was a multi-sport thing. So think of a commercial for the Olympics on a college level. So I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to take it, because a lot of the girls that were running track at that time still had to run for their season. So they didn't have time to record the commercial, to be in it. Y'all, when I tell you I was treated so nicely, I was loved, I was cared for. I said, okay, Lord, this is really nice. The first thought that came to my mind when we shot the commercial was, I don't deserve this. Well, why are they choosing the girl that loses races, that is really on the team for character development? Those were my thoughts. They're not true. Those were my thoughts at the time. Which we need to captivate every thought, which is also in Romans. Captivate every thought and give it to Christ, because everything that comes to your mind doesn't mean that it's true. I shot the commercial, I had several conversations with my dad. My dad played sports as well. And I said, Dad, I don't feel deserving of this opportunity. To my earthly father, I said, I don't feel deserving of this opportunity. And the Lord is speaking through him too, in the sense that he said, that's exactly how God works. That's exactly how the Lord works, is that he uses people that don't feel capable. Because how would you know if it's the Lord if he doesn't use people that don't have all the necessary quote unquote tools that the world says you need in order to fulfill the purpose. So this is in June. We're waiting for the commercial to come out. They had done your girl really beautiful. They had done my nails, which, y'all, I was struggling. I did not like my nails that long. They were so long. I said, how do people use the restroom, shower with these nails? They did the dang thing. They treated your girl right, and they made sure that I was good. When they were shooting for the commercial, they had me get in the blocks, they had me do this, and they're like, you're fast. And in my head, I'm like, no, I'm not, because I don't want to win races on my fast. Context matters, y'all. To some people, you may feel like you're not qualified, but to other people, they feel like you're qualified. Just know that where you're appreciated is different in the eyes of the world, in the eyes of the kingdom. Get through June, your girl's healing, journaling, going through a lot, as any human is. And they told me that July 12th is when the commercial will come out, right? I'm like, okay, cool, it's a commercial. July 12th comes. And my friend, oh, beautiful Aria, I love Aria. She's my friend that I met from the commercial. She said, girl, you look so good in the commercial. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay. I'm thinking they got me in like 2 seconds. Y'all, when I was the cover of the commercial on YouTube, on Instagram. I said, the link to the commercial will be in the comments. I just wanted to preface that right now. I'm sitting here and I'm watching the commercial, and I said, they make me look so beautiful. On the commercial, a really monumental moment was that they got an angle where you could see my cross. You could see my body. That was blurred, but my cross the cross in the video was highlighted. And watching that video now, I know other people may see, okay, she runs track, cool, whatever. But when I see it, I say, okay, Lord, you gave me an opportunity that I was not qualified for. I wasn't. But you showed me that I don't believe truly that I would have been able to be in that commercial if I hadn't lost my race, or ran the race that I lost in May. And was I frustrated? Absolutely. Was I upset with God? Absolutely. I believe that opportunity would have been given to somebody else if I didn't do what the world saw as suffering or as a loss. It's okay to ask questions and to do things that hurt, that you know will enhance the kingdom. And that's exactly what suffering is in the kingdom. It's doing things that may publicly embarrass you, but the world came up with being publicly embarrassed, not the Lord. My life has definitely changed for the better, but it was because I suffered. And there's a whole nother story with this year of me suffering in order to study abroad and be in Europe. But sometimes God uses things as avenues. And my avenue was running track here at Texas Tech, or is running track here at Texas Tech. I just want y'all to have hope, to understand that all things do work together for the good of God, called according to his purpose. But that also means sometimes, and the majority of the time, having a few losses before you get to the win that is seen by the world. Stiff wear. You ain't see what happened in Joe? I pray it don't go down low. Again. I think I'm done. I think I'm ready for the day. I just wanted to encourage y'all to know that things in life will suffer, but that's actually a part of God's plan. And so understanding that everything can be used for a great purpose if you allow it, and that you are so special. I just know, está amado is you are loved. and you're valued. And as always, ama a Dios, ama la gente. Until next time.